Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shy, but you can call me Shadowcat as the channel name suggests, and today we're watching more Community. Yes, I am wearing a wearable blanket. No, I don't want to talk about it. Happy Monday to those of you who are in fact watching this on Monday. I hope you guys had a great weekend and I hope you guys have an awesome week. So today is all about cozy vibes. It's just the mood today, how I'm feeling. So hope you guys are nice and cozy wherever you guys are. I hope you guys all have wearable blankets because I think it's something that we all deserve. As usual, we are 4 episodes ahead on Patreon if you would like to watch ahead. And I also have all of my uncut reactions to all of these episodes if that is something that you are interested in. We also recently started reacting to Arcane and Lost on Patreon. Arcane will be coming to YouTube eventually. I was actually going to start releasing those on YouTube quite soon, but I decided that I'm probably not going to bring it to YouTube until we are on the final episode of the season. So if that is something that you're interested in watching, you can find me at patreon.com/shadowcatreacts. But without further ado, let's get into this week's episodes of Community.
We are so screwed. How are we gonna memorize all this?
Let's just go over it again. Kingdom, phylum, class.
Order, family, genus, species.
Kevin, please come over for gay sex.
Why wouldn't
Sounds
you
like
use
something Peter should come
Karen?
up with.
It's gay sex, dummy.
So use great.
Now I can't.
For all the time you spend here, you'd think we wouldn't have to cram so much.
Maybe we never get any
I was
work
under
done
the
because we have so
impression you
much
guys
fun
didn't even
hanging
go
out
to
together.
like, class
Definitely,
anymore.
maybe that's why.
Ah, the duality.
Okay, Annie's picking it up. Okay, Annie, I think actually from the last episode, knows about the Troy and Britta flirtation.
Kane has the flu. The good news is biology class is canceled. Bam. All right.
I would be
After
so
you.
entertained.
What a gentleman.
So entertained if this was my dean. I don't think I could ever complain.
If we don't eat, we can make believe a whole episode's worth of Inspector Spacetime in the Dreamatorium.
Word.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go to Senor Kevin's. Britta, didn't you want to try that new cage-free bean burrito? The tortillas are made with...
Is Annie trying to play matchmaker?
You could drive. You always like that spiral parking ramp.
You just keep turning left, but you end up.
I can't go to Senior Kevin's. The manager and I are enemies. He said Die Hard was bad.
I know, buddy.
Well, Troy, Britta, you go to Senor Kevin's. Abed promised he'd show me how the Dreamatorium works.
I'm
Today's the
so
perfect day for
curious.
it.
But I want to.
Abed, don't
What the
you-
future has in store for these two. Because I've said it before, but I don't think that anyone's actually going to end up in a relationship in this show, so
I think I went too far with this one.
I don't think you did.
I
no.
have to go
There's no such thing.
to the bank today. What am I supposed to tell people in line? I had good news and bad news.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to say anything.
Get your life together.
Give me some more time in a dream. I can't count the reasons I should stay.
If I dance on this too hard, I get really hot.
Inspector Space.
Had to take it slow today.
Geneva, I need the quantum spanner, the big one.
Oi, governor! Quantum spammer, banana minute!
Aww.
Tut tut, my lord, wouldn't give a tuppence for that sticky wicket.
I can't do this anymore.
But the blowguns might intercept...
It's Blorgons with an R. Blogan means thank you in Blorgon.
You're mad at me for playing matchmaker with Troy and Britta. You think you're gonna lose Troy?
I'm not petty, Annie. I'm mad at you because you tampered with the fabric of the group. How do you know Troy and Britta pairing up wouldn't destroy everything? I run the scenarios. I examine this stuff from every conceivable angle.
You don't have a patent on being a control freak, Abed.
I kind of do. You think... Would you like me to show you how your stunt with Troy and Britta will play itself out?
Why not?
Yes.
Ooh, those appetizers were dope and legit. I don't usually support lunch because it's unfair to breakfast.
That is very Britta. That is very Britta.
Explains why you never see any two of them on the same table.
Okay,
So I guess Annie's pretty
but
hot to get us together.
She probably just doesn't understand people.
I mean, it might work out though. I feel like you guys are just thinking worst case scenario right now.
I can't wait to get home to Abed.
So you can dart back and forth doing impressions of your friends. There's no science at work here.
The science is at work in here. This is the Dreamatorium's engine. My thoughts are collected by this box, and everything I know about my friends is stored here.
Other
Both are distilled
people.
by logic and then recombined into objective observation. I'm able to simulate any of the study group
Objective,
and even a
sure.
half-accurate Chang in over 7,000 unique situations.
It's cardboard tubes and a funnel.
You see,
Right. I'm stupid.
not stupid, just less able to see what I see.
Gee, you've got it all figured out. Hey,
Is it
Troy.
going awfully?
I'm glad you called.
Is it going badly?
Yeah, just checking in on Abed, making sure he's okay.
What? Implied I operate on a lower level of brain function, so.
Don't tell me
Business
Abed's
as
gonna be
usual.
correct.
Great. Just, make sure he stays comfortable. I worry about him when I'm not around.
I've been thinking about our Inspector Spacetime scenario. It might work better if instead of playing Geneva, you played Rosamund. She was a constable in season
is
5,
Annie
and she
coming
only
around?
had 3 lines.
I have a better idea. From now on, before you do or say anything, you're gonna think about how it affects the people around you. We lower functioning brains call this empathy.
Oh my god, you broke him.
Abed? Oh my god, I broke Abed.
Hello, Annie. What was I doing on the floor? Were we doing it?
Being Jeff?
Well, I'm not being a Kardashian. I know I'm just a surgeon and you're a hotshot upstart administrator. But damn the rules, damn the system, damn our 2-foot height disparity. I want you.
Okay, Abed, I get it. We have different sensibilities. Later. I'm leaving! Dr. Jeff, can you please tell me where I can find Abed? I owe him an apology.
Abed, never heard of him.
I don't know if you'd owe him an apology. I don't know if he did anything wrong.
I left my wife for you when she was pregnant.
Who do you think inseminated her? Now tell me what I want.
I have some questions.
Render environment. Biolab.
Annie's loving it.
Look, there's Britta and Troy fooling around with each other.
Look, there's Abed having overcome his issues.
Nice try.
We just saved an uninsured homeless man's life.
Using an unapproved procedure. Now we're going to kiss.
This is what you think I want? I want to talk to Abed.
There's no one here by that name.
You're lying.
Maybe I am. So what? I was raised on
Oh
the
my god, Abed's imagination is something.
Sodium pentothal, known commonly as truth serum.
I saw Abed's name in the hospital school files. I love butt stuff. I hate spiders. I stole a pin. I use comparisons to Hitler to win arguments on the internet at the drop of a hat. I know nothing about wine. I'm more turned on by women in pajamas than lingerie. I just want to know they feel comfortable. I didn't get Inception.
We'll try watching Tenet. Tell me if you understand Tenet. That to me was the most confusing Christopher Nolan movie. I was confused within like the first 5 minutes, and it just kept getting worse.
Abed doesn't exist, young lady.
He exists if I say so. This is my hospital school.
Your hospital school young lady is a simulation, being run through a filter of other people's needs. Abed's been filtered out because nobody needs him.
I need him.
Well, you're not simulated.
No, but this is.
Oh my god, this is great.
There is an Abed in this hospital school, but he's not a doctor.
Is he a patient?
He's a patient.
Notify security!
Good doctor!
Jeff, take me to Abed.
Here we are.
Where?
Is this not?
The last night of school, first year.
Yeah, I was like, this happened already.
Kissed.
Abed wasn't there, so whose memory is this?
Maybe it's yours. Maybe the Dreamatorium really works. Or maybe Leonard was watching from the bushes and told Abed about it.
I don't have cable.
Knock it off, Abed.
I'm not Abed. You're confused. Abed Nadir, psychiatric patient 1373. Control freak with no empathy. People bend over backwards to cater to him.
You heard that?
That's out of context.
You've thought of everything, Henny. With Abed gone and Troy and Britta together, there's nothing standing in the way of us. This is why you played matchmaker. This is what's important to you.
Do you think that there were ulterior motives?
And I did not push Troy and Britta together so this would happen. I did it because I thought they were cute together and this would have been a bonus.
You should probably storm off in place.
Aw. Damn.
Where do you want to go next?
I want to be alone.
Sounds good to me. Execute simulation, Annie/Annie.
Alone together.
So you're me now. Why are you blowing our magic moment with Jeff? It's not magic. It's not even real.
Oh my god, this is so
But
good.
we love Jeff. No, we don't. We're just in love with the idea of being loved. And if we can teach a guy like Jeff to do
Okay.
it, we'll never be unloved. So we keep running the same scenario over and over, hoping for a different result. Running scenarios? Careful now. You're starting to sound like Abed. So I probably shouldn't say things like Star Wars, Zardoz, Cougar Town. Cool, cool, cool. Stop it. Pop culture, pop culture. I'm on a TV show. You're gonna get in trouble.
Meta.
It's Abed! I got an Abed here!
That's it. I find you guilty of being Abed. This time you'll never get out.
Abed?
Yeah.
I find you by turning into you. How cool is that?
We're inside a locker. It's where I spent a lot of time in junior high.
You think this is where we'd put you?
It's a place where people like me get put when everyone's finally fed up with us.
Abed.
Mean.
I've run the simulations, Annie. I don't get married. I don't invent a billion-dollar website that helps people have sex. I don't make it into Sundance, Slam Dance, or Dance Pants. Troy invents Dance Pants in 2019.
Okay.
Don't tell him. He needs to stumble onto it.
The scenarios you run in here are like great science fiction. They're impressive and detailed and insightful, but they're not.
They're not reality.
My point is, your simulations are nothing more than anxieties. You're afraid you don't fit in. You're afraid you'll be alone. Great news. You share that with all of us.
Yeah.
We both need to get more comfortable winging it. At least it'll be less work.
It would cut down my dreamatorium time by 18 hours a week.
Oh my god. That's a lot of time. I mean, whatever. People have their hobbies.
Should we get back to lunch?
I guess so. A little more anticlimactic than I would have simulated it, but whatever.
Anticlimactic? Render environment, observer deck, HMS Spacetime 12. Inspector! Set the tachyon drive to hyperjump. We must get to the other side of this star field before the Blorgons intercept.
Oh, I feel like this is a really good Annie episode.
Well, this mission has gone pear-shaped indeed. Prepare to
Good Abed episode too, but I feel like Annie is just the highlight.
Take that, Blorgon scum! You'll blow on me for this later.
I hope that they play in the Dreamatorium together more.
I wander the universe with my friend Troy, doing whatever I want. Sometimes accidentally hurting innocent unremarkables.
Unremarkables. He said accidentally,
The
so.
ability to enter the minds of others. I'm hungry. Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Using an elusive new technique known as empathy.
So, was the other fast food place worth the drive, Shirley?
Okay, we're gonna hear how it went with them. They're both smiling coming into the study room.
I almost sat on my balls, but at the last second, I made an adjustment.
Good job!
They're like genuinely happy for him.
Well, we had a good lunch too.
Yeah. I spoke to the manager about Die Hard, and I told him he should be ashamed of himself.
Thanks.
Aw.
Sorry I bailed on the Dreamatorium.
It's okay. Annie did pretty good in a pinch.
Back to cramming?
The people at the bank loved my outfit, and they had.
As they should have.
A few of us went to lunch, and I had the deepest conversation of my life. I gotta go. I'm telling everybody.
Always touching Jeff. Cannot enter and exit the room without giving him a little tap.
Okay, I didn't really avoid sitting on them. Sat right on them.
I'm sorry.
You lied to us?
Troy and Abed in the morning. Today we're joined by Annie Edison.
I
Hi.
feel like we haven't had a train off in the morning in so long.
If you're expecting company but you don't have enough chairs, you can bring out pillows from your bedroom and use them on the floor for a Moroccan feel.
Ooh, a taste of the Orient.
Taste of the Orient.
I did a little extreme bedroom makeover.
Oh, are they not gonna like it?
Wrap fabric and
Oh, he broke him again, Annie.
It was. It's okay. Cut, Garrett.
In fairness, you can't go into someone's bedroom and rearrange everything. That is a cardinal sin, for sure. That was a really cute episode. For a second there, I was afraid that it was going to be an episode where Abed's feelings go unchallenged. And when Annie was saying that she needed to apologize to him, I was like, you don't really need to apologize to him for telling him to think about other people. So I was happy that that's not exactly how the episode shook out in the end. It was sad to see what his insecurities are. I can understand why he might think that, in the sense that I think that it's just like a really relatable thing for people to feel like they might get left behind. But Abed is just, I guess from an outside perspective, so clearly the lifeblood of this group that it's, you know, it's sad to think that he would ever think that they would be fine being without him, especially because I do think that more than anyone else in the group, like, they do accommodate him quite a bit, identify. But I think that for Abed, like, that's probably not a super obvious thing. I thought that Annie was great this episode. I mean, this episode in general was just a lot of fun with the Dreamatorium and them changing into each of the different characters. We didn't get to hear about Britta and Troy's little lunch date, but it seems like it went well. They were both smiling when they came back into the study room, and, you know, Troy said that he had a nice lunch. So, yeah, I'm happy about that, because that means that we're probably going to progress this storyline at least a little bit in future episodes, and I'm really, really curious to see how everything goes there. But yeah, overall, very cute episode. Annie, to me, was the standout, and I enjoyed watching it. Anyways, let's head into the next one.
Greendale Community College is represented by two separate yet equally important types of people: the goofballs that run around stirring up trouble, and the eggheads that make a big deal out of it.
It's like a Law &
These
Order
are their stories.
Yes.
You better off without
Okay.
She was
I never watched Law & Order.
beautiful. I'm never gonna find another dental hygienist like that. Well, you should stop hitting on her. Hey, she's the one putting her hands in my mouth.
Okay.
Move along. Nothing to see here.
First time those words have actually been true.
Miss Edison, when you called me down here at midnight, I expected more than a yam. Specifically since you said there's been a murder.
Our yam was murdered.
If it was any consolation, she got me here on a very misleading text message.
Jeff,
What
technically
was
you
the
are about to be
text
screwed in the
message?
biology room because our final project is
I know you guys put the work in so you'll get a passing grade.
a passing grade? Like a C? Why don't I just get pregnant at a bus station?
Yep, those are equivalent.
You find something to back it up and we can talk. Now, if you excuse me, I was watching Mama's Family.
Detective Annie?
But Professor Kane says we could still get an A if we figure out who did it.
He did not say that.
He basically did. You let me handle the nitty-gritty. In the meantime, I need someone to drum up suspects.
I can help you with that. I watch crime shows when I'm bored. We've got 48 hours before the trail runs cold, so start with the last person to see that yam alive.
Yes, ma'am.
Understood.
Okay.
It's been a long 15 years.
Looks like it's gonna be late.
It's a hot potato.
Looks pretty cold to me.
Cold or dead?
Survey says.
We can't both do the zinger.
I liked it. I love the double zinger. Oh my god. Oh, this is such a funny rendition. Oh my god, the mascot! That was great.
Hello, boys. You! Scatter!
Did you water our biology yam last night?
Of course I watered it. It was my turn, wasn't it? I hold up my hand.
No, he definitely didn't water it.
I couldn't even get in the room.
Make up your mind, Pierce. Did you water the yam or weren't you there?
Okay, I lied about watering it. I got there too late. The doors were already locked. You should be talking to somebody who would want to hurt us.
And who's that?
The boy, Todd.
Last night, I was...
Todd! Oh my god, I've been waiting to see him again.
Oh, what happened, Todd? Cut yourself on an extra sharp Oscar Wilde play?
Oh, this? It's a burn. Home ec class. Muffin.
What kind of muffin?
Blueberry.
Why not raisin?
That wasn't...
Because if you could have a blueberry muffin versus a raisin muffin, you'd choose blueberry.
It's true. I had to take a picture of my yam through the door. See? Your yam was fine when I left.
I don't know. That could be a fake alibi.
And as you'll see, with a few adjustments, I can make the entire image Old West color. I don't know, I thought it was cool.
There's a clock on the wall.
8 + 2 = 5.
10 after 8.
I'm gifted in other ways.
Last year, I came in after hours a couple of times to finish a pinata for advanced Spanish. I had to borrow a key from the front office and sign a law.
I can also help. As a psych major,
I don't know, Britta.
The guy we're looking for had a key to the bio room Monday night.
Monday night?
Rings a bell. I'll check the log. Is this about your yam? I heard about that.
It's a damn shame. Mine just bloomed yesterday.
Congratulations.
Monday night, one biology room key checked out by magnitude.
Why would he do it, though?
Inside your backpack when someone stole it off a table in the library while you were using the bathroom, and you haven't seen it since.
Pop, pop!
That's it. They're done. They're like, cool. That's all we needed.
Only one way to catch a dirtbag like that.
Oh my god. His reaction. So good.
Idiot.
Oh my god, the
Guess
Spider-Man
what?
tie.
We don't care about the backpack.
Dead yam, big deal. Order some ketchup.
That doesn't make sense. You don't order ketchup. It's a condiment.
He has a point. Okay. That it was worth getting angry over.
I'll try to keep them busy. You guys go to the lab. See if they figured out how our yam met its masher.
I can both see and hear you.
Yam's vascular cylinder is completely disintegrated. Look at the root system. This level of smushing is consistent with someone stepping on the yam after it was dropped.
Oh.
So whoever did this was angry.
That's vindictive.
What I can tell you is that for a raw yam to get it this bad, you need more than gravity.
This is so funny.
You need a boot. Well, whoever did do this does owe you guys a letter. And hey, this yam was about to bloom.
You're telling me after all this, our suspect's gonna slip away on the technicality that we're not police?
Okay, look, you don't need authority to get a confession. You need leverage, something to hold.
Is this outside of Greendale?
Burns, break into his locker to find enough dirt to bury him.
Jeff, that's not ethical.
Oh, so now you're finding your softness?
Whoa, Nelly!
Clean up on aisle busted.
Why do they always...
Okay, but why would Starburns do it? Maybe it's because we still call him Starburns and he wants to be called Alec/Alex. I still don't know what his real name is.
Hey! Not much!
Kiss me!
What?
I'll explain later.
No!
I'll explain later.
Well, she said
Explanation isn't
no.
the issue!
All right, look, I swiped some beakers for the meth lab that I'm building in the trunk of my car. But that's it.
Oh, honestly, it sounds plausible. Seems like Starburns.
If you promise I won't get in trouble for stealing that meth lab stuff.
Sure, whatever.
It was the guy with the weird head. The army guy. I heard the jar break, and then I saw him running out of the room holding his hand.
The guy with the weird head?
Well.
Oh,
Look at this, Abed.
Todd.
He weaves baskets and lies.
What's this about?
It's about the killing of our biology.
I mean, Todd's the only one with a legitimate motive. And again, I did mention on his episode that I want him to exact his revenge on this group of people. So if it is Todd, I support it.
After conducting a full investigation, my study group now has...
But I feel like it's not going to be Todd. And they're just going to be mean to him again for no reason.
Well, Todd, what do you have to say?
I just wanted...
Don't answer that, soldier. This man is an American hero. I'm staying on his couch this weekend while I'm in town for a wedding. I am a licensed attorney, a veteran of 2 wars, and I'd like to know why in hell he's being harassed. All you have is the word of this Mr. Star Burns, who offers up no explanation as to why he was at the scene.
How about it, Jeffrey? What was Starburns doing there?
We agreed to withhold that information as part of a pinky swear with a witness.
Who honors the pinky swear of a degenerate over the word of a decorated soldier?
I'm inclined to agree with the man in uniform.
Shocker.
Jeffrey. Or your group can take an F.
Hold up. I grade my students. Now, what Starface was doing is irrelevant. What matters is
Starface.
Yo, man, you spent your life in the army. I spent mine in prison. 2 places where a man's word is only as good as his uniform. Now, out here,
The dean is too much for me, honestly. It's too much.
You 2 can plead your case to the class and let them decide your grades.
Professor.
I mean, according to the autopsy, the yam was about to bloom, right? So shouldn't that be enough for the A? Why do we have to prove somebody's guilt?
Shirley did some more digging. Turns out Todd's yam never even sprouted.
Goes to motive.
We might get an A++.
We still have a lot of work to do.
Oh, I think you've done enough.
Colonel Archwood got to Starburns, threatened to involve the real cops. Now Starburns is in the wind.
He's our only witness.
That what you guys doing here? You push your little papers, and you make your little speeches, and in the end, another dirtbag walks? Huh?
Abed! Walk it off! Walk it off! Sorry about my partner. He's been on edge ever since we switched.
Very democratic of them.
Tell us what happened next, Todd.
I disarmed the IED and returned the child to his mother. She offered to give me her only possession, a wooden chair, but I refused. I was only doing my duty.
How is this relevant?
In fact, you have an absolutely glowing service record, don't you, Private?
I do my best.
You do more than that.
If Todd did it, I want him to get away with it. I'm not lying. He deserves it. He deserves everything.
Did you intentionally break into the biology room with the express purpose of killing the study group's yam?
No, sir, I did not.
Thank you, soldier. God bless your testimony.
Do you consider yourself a hero?
Oh, no.
Of course not. A hero doesn't call himself a hero. A hero gets called a hero because of what he does. And with your impressive record, not even I could deny you the title.
Objection. She's clearly ramping up to something.
Objection. That's not a real objection.
Objection. I hate the
Except, of course, for one pesky yam that just wouldn't grow. That had to weigh on your soul, didn't it, Todd?
Maybe a little.
Can we check his wound? He said it was a burn. So if it doesn't look like a burn, seems like a smoking gun.
Is that why you drink and pop pills? Withdrawn? Are you a virgin? Withdrawn.
I didn't.
Todd, zip it.
No, you zip it, Uncle Nobby. I'm not fighting your wars anymore.
Listen to me, Todd. I know how scary a failing grade can be, but this one dead yam won't tarnish your record. What will tarnish it is lying to your class, to your teacher, and to me, the American citizen you've sworn to protect. Diffuse the IED of dishonesty.
It was an accident. I just wanted to look at your yam, but when I picked up the jar, it burnt me and I dropped it.
Booyah! And that's how it's done!
His little lip quiver.
I think...
Aw, Todd.
I want a mistrial. Just give us a C. Give Todd a C.
Excuse me?
What?
Todd didn't do it.
He just confessed, dummy.
He said the jar burned him?
It doesn't make any sense. People don't have to confess to crimes. Look.
People do have confessed to crimes.
A man's got to have a code. I can only assume there's a female equivalent to that, a codette or something.
After speaking to the wronged parties, I've decided to...
If it pleases the bio class, I have closing arguments.
Of course you do.
It's just a stupid yam in a stupid jar. We're all fully grown adults failing a kindergarten project.
Can I object?
I'll allow it.
Sustained. What if our yam's roots were dead before they hit the ground?
Hey, that's mine!
Look at it. Everyone look. Smushed without being stepped on. Because it didn't have to be stepped on. Because it was boiled. Someone has been pouring boiling water into our jars at night. Boiling water is the icicle stabbing of yam killing.
Interesting. Oh. Whose potato was that?
This yam isn't boiled. Vicky?
I didn't do it, I swear.
I boiled the yams. Vicky's yam never sprouted, and I didn't want her to fail, so I threw off the grading curve so she wouldn't have to go to summer school, and we can finally have sex in my parents' cabin.
Love it.
God forgive me, I did it for love.
This is the love story we deserve.
After all the politics and procedure, in the end, the case really was about biology.
Told you it was an important subject. Starburns got rear-ended and the meth lab in his trunk exploded. He's dead.
What? Is that literally where we're ending the episode? What the hell, Community?
So when is your apartment done being fumigated?
Oh, it was done about a week ago.
Then why are you still here?
I brought you some warm milk.
Troy and Abed off to dreamland, catching the train to Sleepy
This is unsettling.
Town. When
They
they
seem
wake
to like
up,
it, so
the dean will be here,
who am I to say?
staring at you.
Sweet beans.
That's nice.
What an unexpected ending to the episode. Community just does that sometimes, where you're having a good time and then suddenly, bam, something bad happened and it's serious. Like the last time that happened, I think, or at least the last time I can remember it happening, was the Valentine's Day. Was it Valentine's Day episode with Pierce overdosing and then having to go to the hospital? I mean, it's a really good way of making me want to watch the next one, you know? Like, it was just such a jarring, abrupt ending that I wasn't expecting. And also, I assume we're going to get a little bit more clarity on the Starburn situation. I have no predictions, honestly. Is he actually dead? Did he, like, fake his own death? Who knows? Like, I think everything... Honestly, any single thing that could ever possibly happen in this universe is possible in Community. So, R.I.P. Starburns, but also not R.I.P. because he might not actually be dead and I might just be getting fooled. So, I don't really know. I just don't really know, I guess. But that was a really fun episode. Obviously, as I was saying at the beginning of it, that I am not super familiar with Law & Order. Obviously, I think that everybody knows the intro and, like, the kind of iconic voiceover and, like, the, like, da-dum thing and the theme song. But aside from that, like, yeah, I don't think I've seen a single episode of Law & Order. Crime shows have just never really been my thing. Probably will never be my thing, but regardless of that, I thought that this was a fun parody. And I love that in the end, Neil did it for love, for his love of Vicky. Now that is something I can get behind, especially because, I mean, the group was eventually pretty nice to Neil, but they were also kind of shit to Vicky. At least Pierce was shit to Vicky for a long time, so you know, I feel like there are a lot of people in this school who could stand to, you know, not be the nicest to the core group of friends, because they definitely have main character energy, even though they, yes, are technically the main characters. They definitely don't let you forget it. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching these episodes with me. I had a really great time. I hope you guys did as well, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.